welcome to Mind Over Number. This is your spiritual life coach, caronda, intuitive reader, and numerologist. Getting ready for a all numbers reading here. Now, I have done all the life paths 1 through 9, 11, 22, 33, and 44. So this is just going to be a quick check-in to see if there's any messages that are needed at this time. As I go ahead and clear my space, I want to give thanks to my Divine Mother, Father God, who helps me interpret all these messages in the way they are meant to be received. And any negatively oriented beings or entities around me at this time, okay? I don't know why you're here. Don't know at all, okay? Don't need you. Thanks for checking in, but you gotta go. All in the name of the one infinite creator. Now, I don't have any announcements at this time. I am working on some other projects in the background here over at the channel. But you may notice things will be changing. You know, the channel is new. So if you've been here since, March when I started doing this, I'm not new to reading, but I'm new to YouTube. So it's a lot trying to figure out how all this stuff works. So as I figure myself out, I'm helping others figure themselves out as well. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. For this all numbers reading, I'm just going to get one general oracle message from my Wisdom of the Wild Things deck. Do a 3-card pull, and then we'll see what the Rebel deck's got to say, because I like the Rebel deck. Okay, it's got a little attitude, and it gives me an excuse to swear. Because I'm a mother, and I was raised by my grandmother, so cursing is something that's always in the back of my mind. I'm usually not someone who does, but when I get a little peed-oed, I'm a Gemini, so that air sign energy can come out. But I'm a Gemini, but I also identify as a Cancer. And my Will Smith worker art voice. Born on the cusp. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do here. But first we're gonna get some zodiac dice out here to help give you confirmation. So now that I got that out of the way, we're just gonna jump into the life path of 1. Okay, your first ones. What is gonna be the energy for this message for you? Well, always take what resonates with you, leave what does not. This could resonate at any point in time and space, as time itself is an illusion, okay? Nothing's happening in a straight line. Everything is happening everywhere now. The big, eternal now. The signs coming out here are Libra, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer. So those could be your signs or someone you are dealing with. Now we have double water, air, and earth. So this tells me that we're feeling a bit emotional, perhaps anxious about something to deal with, or that has to deal with our finances. We also have air energy, or this could be about some form of commitment, or a little bit in our head about it, is what I'm getting from the elements. We also have the time space of April 21st through April 19th. So that can be a significant time and space for you, or the time frame of someone's birthday or someone like you. His birthday. All right, so we'll get that out here. Let's see what is the message needed for you at this time through the wisdom of the wild things oracle? What is the message for my wands? One card. There's a message for my wands at this time space. We have navigate with flow. Well, that was the general collective message, and the last reading, last one I was reading, but this is specifically for you, Life Path 1. Let's see what navigate with flow is. We do have a 40 on the card, and that speaks about building stability. Let's take a look here. 40. Navigate with flow. All day, every day, your heart performs one function. It regulates flow, and it speaks one language. Open, close. When you allow your heart to navigate your life, it's easier, much easier, to determine if a person, place, or opportunity aligns with your highest good. Ask yourself, does this situation align with flow? Does it feel upstream or downstream? Does this relationship open me up and make me feel more possible? Does this opportunity bring me expansively alive, or does it cramp me into a lesson? Ideally, you want more of what opens you up and less of what closes you down. Your heart is the rudder on the ship of your life. With the pull of this card, you're being asked to listen to your heart's simple directives. Set a course for your own true north. So there may be people around us right now that are making us feel less than what we already know we are. And it's time for you to step into your north node. So if you don't know what it is, I would get a full free chart online somewhere and recognize what position your north node is in. So what is the situation? One card for wands. That's the obstacle. Ooh. And the outcome. So, now the universal message for you ones right now is to just go with the flow. This could be regarding a feminine fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. But if that is not your signs or the person you're dealing with, the Queen of Wands is someone who is very outgoing, right? They are very confident. They stand in their power. They are also very intuitive as well. They understand, who they are as an individual, and they take charge and leadership. So right now it's time to stand in your power. Be courageous. Be more passionate and optimistic when it comes to the current situation. Now we have the sun when it comes to our problem area, and this could just be us needing to be more optimistic. Again, as I was saying, the sun is, well, the definition of happiness, right? It is also Leo energy, and we have the Emperor out here. So the signs Aries and Leo could be significant. Now, these are very powerful energies that we have right now. ones. So the Emperor alone is someone who is, someone who is able to stand on business. They are able to verbally communicate efficiently. They are very emotionally balanced. They're stable when it comes to their career. And I feel like once we gain the courage and strength needed in order to, just go with the flow of the situation, that we'll be able to stand in our power, right? That is the message for you. Let's get an oracle from the Rebel deck. Well, it says, get the F outside and move your behind, okay? Your body is PO'd at you. So if we're not taking care of our physical health right now, this is a time for us to get into a better routine in order to strengthen ourselves, right? If we're feeling a bit loose or in pain or stress, well, it's probably because we haven't stretched in a while. So start off small, or you may just need to actually see the sun. If you've been stuck working, trying to build up those pentacles, then you need to go outside and just go for a walk, okay? Absorb the rays of the sun, with that being in our struggle position at the moment. You may be in a place where you're not able to see the sun, but even though you can't see it, you still receive the energy of those rays. Even the moon itself gives off healing energies. As long as you go outside and ground yourself, I feel like you'll feel much better. All right, so moving on. 2. Now, what it is going to be, let me read it for the 2s at this time. Okay, what is up with my 2s? One card from the 2s. What is the message? Oh, I didn't get the die out. Well, I'll do that. Thanks for reminding me, head. All right. We'll look at you after. And we'll get the die out. All right, so if you are a Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, or dealing one, this message could be for you. We also have Aries. Now, as far as elements go, we have earth and water. So I feel like we're feeling, a little bit emotional regarding either our finances or some form of commitment. Or we're needing to use our intuition regarding a project. The time space of May 21st through June 20th could be significant. That can also be the time frame of your birthday or someone you are dealing with. All right, always take what resonates for you. Now, let's see what the wisdom of the wild things message is. Intentional stillness. We also have an 11 energy on the card, and 11 is an energy that speaks about enlightenment, inspiration. gaining the truth and clarity. So let's see what the message is with intentional stillness. Winter invites us into a magical hush. That over a little. All right. Winter invites us into a magical hush. If this moment has left you out in the cold, embrace the lull. The cold has the power to suspend, to hold, to freeze until it is time to act. There is divine protection in suspended animation. Right now, life has brought you the opportunity to embrace the power of the colder, more protective dimensions. Carve a sparkly igloo inside your heart. Get still. Open yourself to the cold, clarity derived from detached observation. The time to plant and grow and play will come again. For now, seek shelter in the cooler energies. The gift of snow is stillness. So at this time, you may feel like things are stagnant, or you may feel some form of loss or loneliness at the time, but this is intentional, right? Spirit has called you to be the observer right now, right? Take a step back, look at the situation, don't look at it in some judgmental form, right? Just take it as it is. And collect that information before you make some form of decision, is what I'm getting. Let's see what the tarot has for you regarding intentional stillness. Okay, so what is the situation? What is the struggle? And the outcome. All right. Well, we have the sun out here. So you could be a Leo or dealing with a Leo. The sun is just Leo energy. And then with this being with, the issue at hand, it's that needing to be inspired, right? We're trying to uplift ourselves, is what I'm getting with this sun energy right now. It's us needing to observe in order to gain some sort of clarity, and this could be regarding some form of partnership with this Two of Cups coming out here. The Two of Cups speaks about soulmate energy, and your soulmates are just, people you spend a lot of time with. This could be family, friends, co-workers, manager, teacher, coach, boss, just people who play significant roles in our lives. This could also just mean that there's a struggle with a relationship with ourselves as well. And now we have this Five of Cups with the outcome. So I feel like because we're not taking the time to step back, and we're, sort of in a bit of a lamenting mode regarding some form of partnership, that we're, not seeing what's clearly in front of us right now. We're too focused on what it is that we lost, or feeling some form of, guilt or shame regarding a relationship. So right now it's time for us to just stand still. You may be in a standstill, and that could be a bit frustrating, but with the sun out here, that period of isolation, or more like a change of how we really feel, is meant for us to, gain the clarity and insight that we need. Okay, let's get the Rebel deck out here. Yeah, you gotta get the F out your head and get in your heart because it misses you. So we're overthinking a little bit too, about our relationships at the moment. And when we overthink a situation, well, then we're focused too much on what actually doesn't matter. Because in your mind, you can create thoughts that aren't even true. You can create scenarios that, play out, but may not actually happen. And well, that is what the mind is for. It's meant for you to observe, stand back, play out scenarios, but don't sit there and get stuck in the situation that you created. The only way that you're going to know is by taking action, right? So get the F out your head, get in your heart. Okay, you know how you feel. No one can tell you that. All right. Only you are in charge of yourself, right? You have control of your emotions, your thoughts. And right now, your soul has been telling you something. And you need to use this momentary stillness to get back into your heart because it misses you. This is a message for you right now, too. So, okay. Moving on to 3. All right, so what's going on with your 3s? Now, always take what resonates for you, leave what does not. Now, this could resonate if you are a Capricorn, Pisces, or Taurus. These could be your signs or someone you are dealing with. Now, with a lot of time frames coming up here, this could be a situation that you've been dealing with for a long period. We have the time frame of January 20th through February 19th, March 21st through April 19th, May 21st through June 20th, and November 23rd through December 21st. So these could be significant time frames for this reading, or the time frame of your birthday, or someone you are dealing with. Now we have the Virgin popping out here, and the Virgin speaks about purity. Right? You could be someone who is very pure at heart, someone who is very caring and nurturing. This could also speak about our innocence, us trying to embody a more unconditional, loving self. We have double water out here, so we're definitely in our emotions right now and needing to take some form of passionate action, but we're still in our heads about it with this fire and air energy. Is what I'm getting. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the wisdom of the wild things. Let's see what the message is for you, Life Path 3s. Let's get one card out from my Life Path 3s. What is the message Okay. Protect your boundaries. We also have a 17 on the card, which is a energy of us needing to gain some sort of knowledge about our individuality, and also make some sort of change or movements, as 17 reduces down to an 8. Let's go ahead and see what the book has to say about protecting your boundaries. Every creature needs boundaries, but boundaries in and of themselves are not enough. They need to be protected. Tooth and claw, axe and dagger call upon inner fierceness to guard your boundaries and protect your space. Snarl, growl, or growl. You're allowed to be feisty and fierce when protecting your boundaries and personal sovereignty. There's a time and space for compromise and cooperation. Now is not that time. Take an Aikido class, learn fencing, take up an activity that helps you understand and embody warrior stance. It's not about physical defense. It's about embodying the energy of protection. You have plenty of empathy. Compassion and understanding come easily to you. Now practice the fierce art of defending and protecting. Invoke fierceness as your ally. All right, so it's time for us to protect our boundaries. Okay, it's not enough just to have boundaries, right? Because people are always wanting to knock down those walls at any moment's notice. So as soon as you have those walls up, people won't take you seriously unless you take those walls seriously. So there is a call to protect your boundaries at this time for you right now, threes. Let's see what the situation is. The obstacle or the challenge. That came out kind of crooked. And the outcome. Whew. Okay, so we're dealing with family right now. With this Ten of Cups coming out here. This is us needing to protect our boundaries when it comes to our family. Now, with family, that can always be a challenge because we're close to certain people. They feel like we are then obligated to do things for them, but that is not the case. This label of family, if you weren't related to some people, you probably wouldn't even deal with them, right? The reality is that everybody is a stranger, and if so-and-so didn't marry so-and-so, then you probably wouldn't, right, be talking to them. But family is family for a reason. They are the people closest to us because they are the people who are meant to help us learn important lessons about ourselves. The Ten of Cups also speaks about, happiness, wish fulfillment. And this is what we need to be focused on, our own personal happiness. In order for us to feel fulfillment and harmony and blessings, we have to be able to step outside of our comfort zone and stand up for ourselves and what it is that we want. Now, the struggle here is, all these responsibilities and obligations that are being placed on us at this time with this Ten of Wands, it came out a little crooked. So what I'm going to say here is that it's time for us to really release it. And we know it's time for us to do that, which is the struggle. And once we do that, we can let go of that stress, that anxiety with this Five of Wands reverse. This is, a bunch of people fighting, arguing, but this is inner conflict. This is us needing to work by ourselves and understanding that, we're not all on the same page. And if we can't all get along and be on the same page, then it's time for us to release those burdens. Let's go ahead and get an oracle message. Well, two fell out. So if there is someone around you who you are very suspicious of, trust your first gut instinct, because you think someone is lying. They probably are. You need to take a trip. Go see some ish, do some new things, and talk to people cooler than you. Okay? Your family may be trying to deter you from taking a trip, from traveling, right? Taking some form of adventure. But if your spirit is telling you that you need to move, take a vacation, go explore, it's probably because you need to meet your soul tribe at this time, is also what I'm feeling. So take a trip is the message for you right now, threes. You're up for now. This can resonate for you if you are a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, or dealing with one. Always take what resonates for you and leave what does not. Now, the message that I'm getting here is that this is a situation that has been going on for quite some time, that we're a little bit emotional about. This could be regarding our finances or some form of partnership with this water and earth energy coming out here. We're needing to balance our head and our heart right now with the Archer coming out here. We could be wanting to take some sort of action regarding a situation, but we don't want to come in too headstrong. We're still caught in between planning right now is what I'm feeling. The time space of April 20th through May 20th, July 23rd through August 22nd, October 23rd through November 22nd, and August 23rd through September 22nd could also be significant. So something particular could be going on Leo and Virgo season, as those dates are close together. But we'll see. What is the message needed for you? Fours. What's going on with my fours? What is the wisdom needed for my life path fours? Okay, one card for my fours. What we got? Mind that monkey. So what monkey do you need to mind, fours? We have a 27 on the card, so that number could be significant. It reduces down to a 9 energy. And 9s are about completion, compassion, humanitarianism, sharing everything that you've learned, and giving it to the masses. But the 7 working with the 2 is a number about gaining knowledge about our partnerships of some kind. We'll just see what the book has to say about Mind That Monkey. 2s could also be about just needing to make some sort of decision. So, the monkey mind is the part of your psyche that can turn your enthusiasm and bravery upside down. He is the trickster that chants words of not enough-ness in your ears. He says your gifts and talents will never be enough. Your ideas and plans are a waste of time. You won't amount to anything. If you dare to act on your bravest dreams, he is the one accusing you of being a fraud, an imposter, like an intimidating parent or disapproving teacher. All he has to do is cast a glance at your creative spark and you shrink, convinced you'll never be enough. So you hide your gifts, or worse, refuse to develop them. Suffer his tricks too long and your creativity drowns in doubt. You're being invited right now to question your thoughts and search for monkey mind in their midst. Are you listening to thoughts that match your true sparkly nature, or ones that pull your sparkle down into the depths of lostness? Only you can choose whom to listen to. So right now, there could be people, places, or things right now trying to bring you down, okay? They're trying to make you feel less than what you are, casting illusions of self-doubt that don't belong, right? And people usually do that because they see a spark within you that you don't see within yourself. So Mind That Monkey is for you to understand that your thoughts are just that. They're just thoughts. They literally fly in your mind all the time, and you don't have to act on your thoughts, okay? Just let them be thoughts. Focus on the more positive ones and understand that the negative ones really are not something that you need to ever take action on. And no matter the situation, what you do focus on is what will manifest. So it's better off to just focus on the positive, right? Let's get one card for the current situation. One card from the Fours. Okay. One card for the Obstacle. And the Outcome. We're definitely in our head, overthinking, feeling very restless and anxious. We're dealing with a bit of a lack mindset with this 4 of Pentacles coming out reverse. All right, we may think that we, don't have enough. We're trying to get some form of stability, but it's really us needing to let go of a situation that that we can't control. And the 4 of Pentacles also talks about control. And with it coming out reverse, this is us needing to, of course, let it go. Now, there could be some delays, or we could have experienced some sort of financial loss, or too focused on monetary gains and not really what is important to us at this time, because everything physical is always temporary. You can have a lot of money today and just lose it tomorrow. You can also have no money today and get a bunch of money tomorrow, right? These are just tools and illusions that we use while we are humans having a spiritual experience. And the challenge right now is waiting for that opportunity to come with this Three of Wands. You know, this speaks about expansion, travel. So once we finally do, release this negativity or having some sort of false sense of security, we need to become more generous as well. As I'm being called back to that 27 energy, which is a 9, and we also have a 9 of Swords. And this 9 is us almost being done. We're needing to share, we're needing to open up. Swords also represent our intellect, our communication. So with this card, I'm not necessarily getting that, we may be restless, but this is us needing to communicate our thoughts. So we could just be bottling stuff in right now, going more within, and not being more compassionate or expressive at this time is also what I'm getting in this energy. So as we release control, we'll be able to be more open and understanding that our thoughts, you don't need to feed the monkey, right? You don't need to feed, I'm thinking of that image, you could have an angel and a devil on your shoulder right now, and everybody does. But it's always up to you to choose which one you want to listen to. And right now, it's us needing to let that devil sit down for a little bit to allow the guidance of your spirit team to provide you with the answers that it is that you really need at this time. But they can't help you unless you ask for that help. That's part of free will. You always have the free will to make a choice. And if you don't ask for that help or assistance, even your guides, can't step in unless it's some sort of emergency, of course. But always ask for help when you need it. Let's get one oracle out here. You need a big effing hug. Okay, so here's a virtual hug from me to you. If that isn't sufficient enough, then I advise you to find someone who you can speak to and talk to at this time, or find someone close to you who you trust, and, well, let it out, right? No one can tell if something's wrong with you unless you speak up. And reach out, get that, physical help and compassion that you need is the message for you right now, Force. We're moving on to 5. What's going on for your 5s? Oh, bloop. Now, this could resonate for you if you are a Cancer, Aries, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, or dealing with one. We also have the time space of April 20th through May 20th and August 23rd through September 22nd coming out here. So these could be important times in space for you, or the time frame of someone's birthday that you are dealing with, or your birthday. I don't know, but you do. We have air and the goat. All right, so there is some obstacles that we're needing to overcome with this goat energy. We're needing to communicate with this air coming out as well, or we can just be feeling anxious about a situation that we need to move forward on. All right, take that as it resonates. Oh, I forgot my Gemini die. Well, that could be significant. But let's see what is the message for my fives. What is the message for my life path fives? What is the wisdom they need at this time? Ooh. Gratitude or forgiveness. We also have a 20 on the card, so the number 20 could be significant. It reduces down to a 2, and 2 speaks about partnerships, but the 0, working with the 2 itself, 0 is a number of, well, wholeness. It's also a divinely guided number. It speaks about unlimited possibilities, so there could be a lot of possibilities when it comes to our partnerships, or we could be working with the divine right now when it comes to some form of relationship, or we are caught in between making a choice. Some form of new beginning is also what I'm getting with that 20 energy. Let's see what the book has to say about gratitude or forgiveness. The point of power is always in the present moment. Find it through the garden of gratitude. If you can't get to gratitude, well, get to forgiveness. There is a time to honor your grief, frustration, resentment, blame, and trauma, but that's not what this moment calls for. If you can't find your way to the garden, then forge your way through the forest of forgiveness. The hardest thing to do is forgive a person who hasn't asked for it, or let go of a situation that continues to harm you even when you know you're in the right. You can be right, or you can be free. This moment invites you to elevate your energy through acceptance, forgiveness, or gratitude. Accept the invitation and watch your inner reality begin to reshape and redefine your outer reality, right? So the phrase as within, so without, it's said for a reason, because your inside world always reflects your outside world. So if we're finding ourselves in situations with people, places, or things that are causing us harm or frustration, it's because we're feeling that from within. And forgiveness isn't always for the other person, it's for ourselves, right? We may not be able to understand why people do the things they do. We may not even receive an apology, right? For people who have harmed us. But through forgiveness for ourselves for not knowing better at the time will give us the opportunity to find peace. Because even though we know that we are in the right of a situation, we can either choose to be right or we could choose to be at peace, right? Everybody always thinks they're right. And everybody is always right because we're all trying to understand life with the tools that we're given with. So with this gratitude or forgiveness, there's a need to let go of a situation that we may not even get answers to right now, and just be grateful in the moment for learning what it is, or gaining the clarity of the people around us at this time is what I'm feeling. Okay, so we're going to get one card for the situation. The obstacle. Need to let go. And then the outcome. We have a Knight of Wands. Okay. All right, so we got a Queen of Wands energy regarding this situation. So this could be a feminine fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. The Queen of Wands is an embodiment of someone who is very intuitive. They're very outgoing. They are very inspirational as well. With that fire energy, this is someone who is very passionate as well. They are very optimistic and courageous. So this could be you or the person on your mind. Now, this situation is regarding this Queen of Wands energy. So I feel like we need to step into this Queen of Wands energy, right? We need to be more optimistic, more courageous, more compassionate, and trust our intuition regarding the situation. You know, with this Eight of Cups in the struggle position, there could have been a lot of choices or decisions that we needed to make in the past, and it's time for us to move on. And it can be hard, you know, letting people go, especially if they've been with us for quite some time, or, you know, sometimes people just aren't a fit for where we want to go in our life, right? And change is inevitable unless you're standing in front of a vending machine. So as we grow out of situations, people, places, and things that no longer serve us, we then have to leave it behind in order to get to higher ground, in order to gain some sort of enlightenment or clarity. That is the Eight of Cups. And the outcome, we have a Knight of Wands energy. Now, this could be a younger fire sign as well. The Knights represent teenagers, or just someone younger than you, whatever age you are. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Knight of Wands, though, is someone who is very energetic. They are also very charming. So I feel like once we gain the courage to leave behind this situation, we'll be able to, you know, move forward passionately on what it is that we want here. Let's get the Rebel deck. Ooh. We got stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just effing stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. I don't know why I always add those extra S's. But again, this is a call for you to recognize that the choices or options in front of you perhaps haven't provided the emotional balance that you need. And we may be wondering why a certain individual treated us a certain way, but if they felt like you weren't worth it, it's time for you to spend your time on someone who does. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Is that message for you fives? Moving on. Life Path 6. I'm probably gonna have to. Well, we'll just keep going. Anywho, hello, Life Path 6. Now, always take what resonates with you, leave what does not. We have Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, Libra coming out here. So those could be your signs or someone you are dealing with. Now, this is a situation that has been troubling us as we got a bunch of times in space coming out here. Now, these could be the time frame of your birthday or someone you are dealing with as well. Okay. So this could be a situation that occurred for the last 6 months or a 6-month period, as we have December 22nd through August 22nd coming out here. So this could be very significant. Specifically, December 22nd through January 19th, January 20th through February 19th, March 21st through April 19th, May 21st through June 20th, June 21st through July 22nd, and July 23rd through August 22nd. We have the bull and the water. So, I'm feeling like there's a situation that we're feeling a bit emotional about because we could have got some sort of warning or red flag, and now we're needing to defend ourselves in some way. The bull could also, of course, speak about being stubborn, right? Water is an element that speaks about our feelings, our intuition, our emotions. So, there's something that we're stuck in regarding our feelings. Okay? Let's move on. What is the wisdom needed for my sixes at this time? Let's get one card out for my sixes. Ooh. Guard the nesting ground. Something to do with our home? I don't know. We got a 32 on the card, which reduces down to a 5. 5 is about change, travel, expansion. The 2 working with the 3 is some sort of partnership or being caught in between our mind about how to express ourselves creatively. Creatively? That's the word. Creatively. Let's see what the book has to say about guard the nesting ground. The number 32 could also be significant. Guard the nesting ground. Nesting is an important part of the creation process. Whether you shift your physical space to feel more like a home than a house, or nurture a project, idea, or dream with care until it is able to hatch and take on a life of its own, now is the time to incubate. Keep your own counsel for a time. Be careful whom you share with. Hold on to your enthusiasm. Guard your treasure. Keep to the force of contemplation as your intentions and this new life grow strong and vital. Stay close to the nest. If you are fostering new fledgling life right now, this moment calls for discernment. Sometimes we get so hungry for connection and approval, we overshare or give away our gifts to folks who are unworthy of our intimacy. This is an invitation to step back and consider how you are sharing. All right, so guard the nesting ground right now if you're working on some form of project, or if you're in the stages of, just getting something off the ground, right? You want to keep it to yourself until that project has been fully developed and put out there, because you never know who's around, who's watching you, who may want to sabotage that before it comes into fruition. So there's a call to, not travel right now, stay at home, keep an eye out, and just focus on what needs to be done at home. That's what I'm getting with that guard the nesting ground. But let's see what the tarot message is for you, sixes. What is the situation? And the obstacle or challenge and the outcome. Oop. Now we got the sun out here, which is Leo energy. Don't have to be a Leo. It's just energy of the card. Now, we may want to, take some sort of fast action here. Now, if this could be you or another person, or whoever you have in your mind at the moment. The Knight of Swords is a younger air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Typically, they are teenagers or young adults. Doesn't have to be. This is just someone who's younger than you, whatever age you are. The Knight of Swords is someone who is very determined and fast. They don't think at all about what they're doing. They just do it on impulse. They come in fast with some sort of communication because they are focused. They are determined. They are disciplined, and they, take it and then they go and run with it, right? This is someone who is very ambitious and assertive, and they don't mind, going through obstacles and challenges. They're going to get where they're going, and once they get there, they're there. So we could be very focused right now on some form of project is what I'm getting, but the struggle right now is, being a bit of a negative Nancy with this sun and the Knight of Swords. Okay, the sun is the happiest card, right? The sun is optimism. We may not be seeing the sun right now. We possibly need to go outside and ground ourselves for a little bit. is also what I'm getting. This is also about, inspiration and success. So we could, being more focused on our work life, because we're struggling right now with, seeing the fruits of our labor, or we can be too focused on, a situation that happened that is causing us to feel a bit restless. But at this time, with garden nesting ground, it's like, okay, we may be a little bit anxious, and not be able to think clearly. We are very determined to move quickly, but it's a call to really step back and be more optimistic, right? Whatever thoughts we're having right now, we need to leave behind, because the mind is a tool, and whatever we feed it is what's going to nourish us. So if we're feeding our mind with negative thoughts, then that is going to manifest in different areas of our life. And so by focusing more on the positive, that is what's going to manifest in our lives. And it may be a struggle as well, depending on who we have around us. But we are always in control of ourselves, right? Is what I'm getting here. Let's get an oracle. So, you're being a bit of a baby. Have you eaten? You need some food in your belly. Go eat a taco, right? This card is about what it is that we consume, right? What it is that we're eating. Are we taking care of ourselves, not just physically, right? What we consume mentally, what we consume emotionally, what we consume spiritually. All these things affect our mood. Now, from a spiritual standpoint, we are a three-part being, mind, body, soul. So if your mind is constantly racing, it's because we're focused too much on the future. And we need to be more focused on what it is that we're consuming, whether that's television, whether that's news, whether that's music, whether that's food, right? Whether that's people. Focus more on what it is that we are consuming at this time, as that is affecting us most prominently, is what I'm getting here. All right. That is the message for you right now. Sixes. All right. So we're about an hour in. I'm going to go ahead and move this video to the life paths of 7, 8, 9, 11, 22, 33, and 44. So if any of this resonated with you, wonderful. If it did not, I apologize. Thank you for joining me, and as always, I love you.